Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is your one and only Alpha. So today is a great day. Why? Because it's springtime. Don't you guys love it? For today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys another tips for your head segment. And one of the things that I like to talk about is what is holding you back from being the person that you were meant to be. I believe all of us have asked ourselves this question because we've seen a lot of people ahead of us, a lot of people that we know, friends, family members, whoever that may be, seems to be ahead of their game, while you, on the other hand, is left behind, still struggling, trying to figure out what you really meant to do or what you needed to do. You are not alone. Trust me on this. It takes sometimes a long time before you figure things out. And sometimes all you need to do is to be able to find that particular information from you that's preventing you from actually progressing. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you what are the things that prevents you. Maybe it's just a figuring out of what are those excuses, what are those limiting beliefs that's preventing you from moving forward. Was it the negative pattern, the emotions that prevents you? Was it the past experience, the fear that prevents you from actually taking the leap and being in charge with your life and just continue yourself in an autopilot mode? So first thing that you can do is try to examine your thoughts. Sometimes our thoughts are ingrained so deeply that we're not even aware that they are actually negative. For example, if growing up you're being told that you're not good enough and you have this kind of belief that you are really not good at what you do because other people have told you so, that's what's preventing you from doing that. So why don't you replace that negative thoughts into something positive? I was told that I'm not gonna become successful in life because not only I'm from a different background, but also at the same time, I don't have what it takes. I don't have all the backgrounds and all those kind of things. I did not let that stop me. What I did is actually condition my mind to tell myself that, yes, somebody told me that I'm not good enough or I'm not going to become successful, but I know in myself that I believe that I will become successful one day. And I tried to find ways where I can empower myself. It's actually what helps me to find solutions, positive action item that would contribute for me to reach my goals. I replace those negative thoughts into something positive, telling myself that yes, I'm not ready right now, but I'm going to be ready soon. Another thing that you can do, or another thing that you could identify for yourself in order for you to know what are your obstacles, is to know your why. Find the clarity. Why are you doing things that you do? Why do you need to achieve that goal? The reason why I want to become successful and why I want to set up my own business, why I want to help people in terms of coaching, it's because I believe that everyone has their own capacity, their own capabilities to become successful if they only put their heart and mind to it. If they only were given a proper chance, a proper support, guidance, and mentor, it would make it easier for them to identify the path that they should be in. Without clarity, it's going to be hard for you to progress in life because it weakens your progress. Take a moment. If you know what you want to do, write it down, like those ideas that you'd like to do as a goal in your life, and then ask yourself, why do you want to achieve this goal? Rather than be continuously on an autopilot mode, you're actually being in charge because you're becoming selective. You're questioning your thoughts and your pattern and trying to actually assess what is it that can be done. So that alone is actually put you on an action mode, making you realize that there's something that needs to be done. Questioning is already an action item, so keep that in mind. Another thing that you can do to identify those obstacles is increase your self-awareness and pay attention to your habits and choices. So your habits leads to the choices that you make consciously or unconsciously. So which brings the result that you currently have today. Are you still staying onto the same situation that you were 5 years ago and you're still considering yourself not happy? Well, guess what? That's on you because you made a choice. Once you've examined your thoughts and created a clarity about your future, you can actually make good choices because you'll becoming more aware of those choices, and with that it will generate positive results, or it will help you create action items, solutions, options, ideas that would make you closer into achieving your goals. One thing also that I'd like to remind you guys is Do you have this kind of moment where you try to justify things around you? You know, you just like trying to find a reason why it's okay to be where you are right now. That's justification. Sometimes, if you want to make progress, stop justifying the situation that you're in. It's harder to take a chance if you're going to keep on doing that. I want to set up a successful business. I don't want to do it because it's too hard, it's too long. Might as well just resort to, you know, a play safe kind of decision to where I'm just going to be employed for X amount of year, and that's it. That's where it goes. So guess what? Your situation is not going to change 10 years after or whatnot, because you're preventing yourself from doing so because of the idea of it's too long, it's hard.
That's what she said.
Michael. You already have that limiting beliefs before it actually happens, so there's nothing that's gonna be done. The reality is, dealing with your justification will make you feel as if you're arguing with yourself constantly, and it will actually prevent you to progress in life. Rather than justify it, try to find ways, challenge that thoughts, have that internal dialogues, and ask yourself, okay, what else can I do? If this thing is not working right now, what can I do to improve the things around me? Another thing is eliminate the blame game. I hate this. Take full responsibility of your actions. And rather than blaming people around you all the time and playing the victim mentality, because if you keep on blaming others all the time, you're telling yourself that you're powerless. If I would continue to have that victim mentality for the longest period of time, I wouldn't be where I am right now. For all of the struggles that I've encountered to myself, I always tell myself, I'm not there anymore. That's my past. There's no need for me to dwell on the past. Yes, I get remembered. I do have images. I do have things that remind me of my past. However, I'm not going to let that destroy my future. You know, one thing that prevents us from achieving the person that we were meant to be is the fear. Oh God, the big F, right? But we can't flip up the fear in us. Even if that fear causes a pain. Fail big, make mistake, because your failure are your feedback. Do what makes you happy. Do things that you're passionate about, rather than continue to dwell on this expensive chains that continue to feel the void of unhappiness. You could identify those fears and question your thoughts about those fears. If those fears are just in your head, or is it really the reality? If that fear seems to be daunting, educate yourself. What's the worst thing that could happen? If it is really severe and all that, then obviously try to have a better approach. Last but not least, a lot of people have seen this, even to my clients, that prevents them from actually progressing in life. It's because the reality of relationship that you're in. Reality is you will live up to or down to the standards of those who are around you. Do you still want to be in a relationship that continually puts you down, doesn't believe you, you feel unsupported, unloved, and creates those negative influences in your life and those choices that you have? Or you gotta take an action and speak for your mind and set boundaries that you are your own person and you're allowed to feel the way that you feel, and you demand to be respected and loved because this is important to you. And if you are in the process of looking for a relationship, try to look for a relationship that is in alignment with your values or your personal beliefs in life. The life that you'd like to have, the relationship that you'd like to cultivate. And or, you get so invested in the physical appearance more than what's in the heart of the person, the character and all that. It is our choice to take the chance to make the change in your life. The powers is yours now to make, so use it wisely. Take the time to examine, evaluate your thoughts, and find some clarity so that you're no longer going to be stuck. The biggest enemy or the biggest thing that prevents us from reaching that goal or becoming the person that we're meant to be, it's our mind. It's our limiting beliefs. It's us. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Once again, help me grow this channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to put in our comments below. I wish you guys all the best. Bye for now.